community. I don't know. I've got to see the movie before I say I like it. I don't. John did great. I don't know if it had been my first choice.
Yeah, but the pictures of him, he looks like a racer. They put a
That's the thing. Look at the pictures.
Look at the pictures of how he came into character, but take that a step farther. He's already built and is a lookalike of Ryan Newman.
True.
Even before you start getting him,
John's like 6'3", Ryan Newman's 5'9".
Not when he's on TV.
Oh my God. So listen, here's the cast: John Travolta, Rosabelle Laurenti, Michael Madsen, Barry Corman, and Shania Twain.
Shania Twain.
Shania Twain.
As we're talking about this, I want to ask you guys.
Holy cow!
I'm going.
No, here, let me ask you a question. If you're going to make a movie about dirt track racing, okay?
Yeah.
Who is going to be your lead guy that plays the driver? Think about that for a second. Who and then I want you to tell me who would be that driver's crew chief in that movie. Let's talk about that. I want you guys, as we list off the cast here, think about that. I'll talk about the movie a little bit here. Kind of give a quick description, unless you want to talk about it, Joel.
Go ahead.
Okay, so in Trading Paint, John Travolta's new dirt track movie coming out June 1st, 2018. The movie description says it's a veteran race driver and his son, a fellow driver, overcome family and professional conflicts, balancing competition, ego, resentment, and a racing nemesis to come out stronger on the other side.
Ego?
The story sounds like a good story.
It does.
It sounds very similar to another movie.
Which is?
Continue.
Okay, so Trading Paint revolves around a down-and-out dirt track racing legend, John Travolta, playing Sam Monroe, who's drawn back into the winner's circle after his son, an aspiring driver, joins a competitor's racing team and incites an intense and dangerous competition between father and son. I think the storyline actually sounds... I think it sounds good.
Yeah, and they do it with Talladega.
The Talladega short track is where most of it was filmed. And if you go online, you can check it out. Just kind of, Trading Paint, John Travolta. There's some cool pictures of, you can see the cranes. What do we call those? The man lifts where they've got the cameras mounted up there, and Talladega dirt track.
Well, and that's the cool thing too.
Great racetrack.
Oh yeah,
great racetrack.
But the neat part, you've got John Travolta. He actually went behind the wheel and drove it.
Yes,
and
he
then
did.
It was going faster and faster with
right,
it.
and said he was actually enjoying it. Now maybe we've got a new dirt track fan, and maybe he jumps in and helps, bring some sponsorship to a team somewhere. I don't know. It could happen. But I think the interesting the storyline does sound very
intriguing.
interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing this, especially because it's going to be what we do on the big screen.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't say anything about anything other tracks that they filmed out, but they do mention Talladega short track a lot. The track invited fellow racers and fans of the speedway. Extras were not paid, so if you're just kind of hanging out, you get to see some.
Yeah, but if you got to race, then your car is famous.
Right.
And you got to race John Travolta. I mean, how many people can say that?
That's cool.
How many people can say I lost to John Travolta?
I'd be happy with that.
I would too. I mean, look at it. I think it's awesome that they actually sat there and brought the racers in as extras and the fans.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the beauty of the dirt track family is that you don't have to throw us $20. Just give us a place to seat and a cup of beer, and we're good to go.
Now look at these pictures.
That's what I was just thumbing.
Because I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen John Travolta look so rugged.
Yeah.
He actually looks looks halfway tough.
He's got the picture with the flannel shirt, the beard, and it looks like Shania Twain's his wife.
Right, and he's got the beard and the hair slicked back. He's got that rugged small town dirt track driver look. It's cool. I mean, it's kind of a cool deal to see John, who's always got that. Other than the movie Michael, where he put on all the weight and played the angel, where he looked a little rugged. John's always got that handsome Dom type appearance. You know what I'm talking about?
Handsome Dom.
Yeah. He's Sam Monroe. You know what I'm talking about? He's slicked back, he's rugged and gray, and looks like he's ready to jump out of the car and fight on the front stretch.
That's awesome.
So, again, let's go back. If you were going to name a driver and a crew chief, characters. What actors would you have as your driver? Who would be your crew chief?
I'm really having a tough time with that.
Larry Baker says Ethan Hawke is the driver. Baker, you're messing up here. I can't even say that on the air.
De Niro.
Denzel Washington is the crew chief. He can't be serious. I can't see Denzel in motorsports.
I would say, oh, jeez.
I'm having a tough time with this.
I know who I'd have as the crew chief.
Okay, who's your crew chief in the movie? You're going to write a movie. Who's your crew chief for your driver?
Sam Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You say what? One more time.
Exactly. See, he's not afraid to take care of business. I mean, look at
Who's your
all the
driver?
characters. Oh God, that's going to be a tough one.
See, that's where I'm having a real difficult time.
I've got mine.
I'm sitting here and I want to go ahead. Let me think about it a second.
See, my thing is, every time you think of an actor, you think of them as still being young, and then you look at him now, and you're like, oh,
Right.
Like,
so you got to have the okay.
Yeah, so put that in perspective.
Now mine. Okay, so my actor, he's not a major. He's more of a performer. He comes more from the music world. He's a big time musician, but we've seen him in some movies. Okay, this is who my driver would be in the movie. My driver would be Kid Rock.
Oh yeah.
Okay, who's my crew chief? Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that is a good one.
Kid Rock and Sam Elliott.
You know, I grew up with him in Mount Clemens. That's where he's from Romeo, but we grew up together in Mount Clemens. Bob Ritchie. That's his real name.
Yeah, Bob Ritchie. His dad was a big time auto dealer.
He had the Crest Lincoln Mercury and crashed it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's one that just came in.
How about Toby Keith?
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Actually, that wouldn't be bad for a driver. Toby Keith as a driver.
Big bad. Oh,
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Colin Farrell. Or Joaquin Phoenix.
I can see Phoenix as a driver.
Yeah.
Not Farrell. I can see Phoenix.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell with the American accent.
I want everybody on here that's listening.
Chime in
on the Swear Trucking chat line. I want to hear who you're going to have as a driver and a crew chief if you're going to write a script for a movie, a dirt track racing movie.
I'm thinking Toby Keith is the bad guy, the bad competitor guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
So here's one that came in on the Moxie Facebook page. Mr. Justin Cady.
Oh no! Is he being serious? Is he messing around?
I think he's being serious here. For the driver,
okay,
he would put in the seat Adam Sandler.
That would be awesome.
And for the driver or the crew chief, Paul Newman.
I can see Paul Newman. I can't see Sandler.
I thought he was dead.
So Baker says,
"Oh,
see, Larry knows." He says, "Why the hell did I not think of Sam Elliott? Genius." I already know, Larry.
I know.
I already know. You don't have to tell me.
I will admit, Sam Elliott as a crew chief.
That'd be a great crew chief.
That's pretty awesome. I mean,
yeah.
I can tell you one thing about Sam Elliott. There would not be any almond milk in that pit.
Pam, I'm not even going to read that on the air. Are you kidding me? You can't take someone that's 6'40", weighs 260 pounds, and put him in the seat of a. I cannot see Trace Adkins as a driver.
I can.
No.
You know, when you guys finally said that, when I thought about country music stars, that's when I started thinking, yeah, there's some rugged guys that could fill the part. Kid Rock.
Kid Rock would be. I think I can see him as a good race car driver.
Yeah.
As a character. I'm talking as a character.
Yeah.
And Sam Elliott, I mean, come on. Genius.
Now, if it was IndyCar or any of that F1 crap.
Okay, if it was that, my driver, I got to go back to Hollywood, and I got to say it's oh God, I can't stand him.
Oh.
Tom Cruise as an F1 or IndyCar driver, his crew chief is Richard Simmons. You asked.
Let's go.
Oh my God, he does that too well. Look at Mike Shank right there, or Jeremy Means.
Nicolas Cage says, Nicolas Cage. Mike Shank says Nicolas Cage and Morgan Freeman. That's not a bad combination.
That's
a good combination.
Look at Jeremy Means's too.
Tim McGraw is a driver and Mickey Rourke is a crew chief. That's valid. I can go with that.
Yeah.
That's not a bad deal. Jake Gyllenhaal. Baker, I'm slapping you next time I see you. I could put him in the F1 movie, and him and Simmons are teamed up.
Oh my!
Gyllenhaal and Simmons.
We're reading something.
Who said that? Who said that? Justin, you and I are going to have a discussion later on. No.
Oh, that's a good one right there from Frisbee.
Russell Crowe as a driver.
Oh yeah.
Who's Steve Buscemi?
I don't know who the hell.
Oh, he's in like every movie. He's that creepy skinny guy. I can't even.
Like Roger Schneider.
Right. He's in every
yeah.
movie.
Oh, with the goofy eyes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's like in every movie.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see it. I mean, I can see him more as a. I can see it. The storyline of that movie had to be with Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
I can see him as a driver. That's kind of a cool deal.
Well,
so keep them coming, guys. This is fun.
Christian Bale.
And the crew chief would be I forgot his name. The guy that played Fonzie. What's his name?
Henry Winkler.
Henry Winkler. That's not a bad crew chief right there.
Yeah.
Let's just put Bob Barker in as a driver.
Baker says, screw all you guys. Chuck Norris, he can be his own crew chief. All right. Baker's back in the hat. We'll let him back in.
You know what the best part is? Chuck Norris would slam Baker.
He would. In
a revolving door.
Yep. I like some of these combinations. I do. Cage and Freeman. Now that's an interesting combination.
Yeah, that's
and I like both those actors.
I do too.
Yeah. When Nicolas Cage did Gone in 60 Seconds, that had to be one of my, even though I know it's corny, it was really one of my favorite movies.
Angelina Jolie's character from there.
Fabulous.
Put her in the driver's seat.
No way. Nope. I can't stand her.
Well,
but it's not my movie. If that's your movie, you want that.
And you know what? The funniest part, I put Billy Bob Thornton as a crew chief.
Oh, you're
now
cool.
Now you're going somewhere.
He would be a good crew chief.
Yeah.
I can see him being a good crew chief in a
His
movie.
character from School for Scoundrels.
Yeah. Frisbee's on point. Gene Hackman as a crew chief.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. I like it.
This could be fun.
Yeah.
I just keep them coming throughout the show. We'll talk more about it. I think that's pretty cool.
Well, we already know one in
Buzz Mitchell says crew chief John Voight.
That's a good one.
Waylon Jennings, had he been around, would have been another one from Buzz Mitchell.
Well, a lot of these people we're naming are dead.
Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I can see him as. I don't know if that would work. Maybe.
Well,
But I like where you're going with the Toby Keith thing. I never would have thought about him.
Yeah, because he's a big guy.
Well, I could see him as. I mean, and he's not a bad actor. I've seen some decent
he's
movies.
good.
I could see him in one capacity. I don't know if I see him as a driver though.
I don't know. He seems like the competitor.
Here's the thing though. I don't picture a lot of race car drivers like Toby Keith and Brian Smith. I don't see, these big giant guys.
Justin Evans.
Well, you don't. They're a minority. They're a minority. There's big guys in race cars.
Yeah.
Most guys you see, I mean, they're all 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", 145, 50 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm kind of picturing that. But even, I mean,
Ooh, Harrison Ford is a driver.
Oh yeah,
good one, Frisbee.
I like that one.
See, we got some activity going on here. I like this.
Yeah.
Interesting topic. So honestly, from what you guys have heard on this show, Mark Harmon is the crew chief. Buzz Mitchell, he's hot on it tonight.
That's Pam.
Oh, Pam.
Very good.
All right. That's cool. So what do you guys think about this movie from what you've read? Just what we have in this little printout here in front of us.
I mean, I want to see it.
You've got the talent of Travolta, the talent of Barry Corbin, the talent of Shania Twain, even if she's not behind a microphone singing. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's got the recipe for major success.
And it's something that isn't brought to light every day.
That's
dirt track
what
racing.
I wanted to hit on right there was the fact that it focuses on dirt track racing. This can be a very, very big thing for our sport.
Right. Like NASCAR's, I'm not going to say generic, but everybody knows NASCAR. It's like the NFL
But look what that movie Days of Thunder did for NASCAR.
That's my point.
People that had never seen a NASCAR race, thought it was just a hillbilly redneck deal, started looking at it and saying, wait a second. Look at what happened to NASCAR after that movie came out and all the corporate sponsorship that flooded the sport after that.
Well, that's my point. It's like well, that maybe that guy that never really thought